Welcome to the nightclub, guys. Once again, it's your host, NightWrencher. I'm on my way back to walking home due to my busted 3VZE. It's about a 2-mile walk or jog from where it broke down. Preliminary inspection looks like the fan clutch grenaded and poked a hole in the radiator while I was doing about 80 miles an hour on the freeway. By the time I got to a safe spot to pull over, it was too late. Alright guys, a quick update. I made it back to my house. I'm currently in the Mustang on my way back to go pick up my partner that's guarding the 4Runner. It has been drizzling the whole time. It took me about half an hour, I think, or something like that, to get back home. And right now I'm on my way back, so not looking forward to tomorrow. I'm officially done with the 3VZE platform. I've already found a buyer that would be more than happy to buy this truck from me. He went through the truck and deemed it absolutely perfect, and he went ahead and paid asking price, which surprised me, but at the same time I know the kind of value that I was giving away when I was getting rid of this truck. The truck is not necessary for me right now. I do have an extra 4Runner, and I do have an extra Toyota pickup that I can work on and get up and running if I wanted to and if I had the resources to. But at this time, I don't really find myself wanting to mess with the 4Runner anymore. I've got it to the point where anybody would love to have it. It is flawless for the most part. For an almost 30-year-old vehicle, it's actually in very, very good shape now. I've done all the general maintenance. I don't think there will be any kind of issue anytime soon, and I think the buyer of this truck basically figured that out and said, whoa, this truck is perfect in its own right. I should probably get this because this is what I've been looking for. And in reality, that's basically what he told me. I did show him a couple things that I had replaced, everything from the AFM, the throttle body, the fan, the radiator, the starter circuit, the differential, and minor things here and there, you know, all kind of maintenance that most people that own a 4Runner have to take care of. When the radiator blew up on me a couple months back, I was kind of just depressed and basically angry that I can put all this work into a truck and something will still go wrong with it. I ended up powering through it and decided to just make this truck as best as I can, not leave any holes, leave this thing 100% ready to be driven anywhere. And I believe that that's where I got myself to that point. The new owner was actually very happy. He drove it around and he was very happy. I told him that there was going to be a learning curve to driving the truck. You can't really drive it like a modern car because it just does not have the power to be driven like that. You have to drive it with a little bit of an extra heavy foot unless you're on flat ground, which he completely understood. He understands how the truck is designed and what it's supposed to do and what it's not supposed to do. It's been doing a lot of things that it's not supposed to do under my care, but I've also done the maintenance to get that thing as good as I can get it. So it's actually been a really good run. This video is a compilation of all the work that I've done, not all the work, but most of the work that I've done in these last couple months to get it to the point that it needs to be sold to someone that will be more than happy to continue taking care of it. It was a little bit of a somber moment when I had to turn in the keys and the pink slip to the new owner. Thinking back to all the good times that I had with this truck, all the videos I got from it, all the information that I learned, all the information that I was able to share. But the journey isn't over yet. I still have a lot of things to do on other 3VZE platform trucks, maybe not necessarily to do with the 3VZE, And maybe in another video I'll go ahead and explain why exactly I'm done with the 3VZE, and I can show you guys the numbers of what I'm talking about and where I'm coming from when I say that I'm actually done with the platform. These trucks are super easy to work on. The motor is super easy to work on. Subjectively, you know, there's nothing too much that can go wrong with it. There's a lot of things you can bypass to get around inconveniences, knock sensor, cold start, injector, idler control valve, etc. But all in all, I feel like it's been a very good run. I've just been happy to have something that can be as reliable as I've had it. I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. If I had the choice, I would just keep it and park it for a while and get to it at a later date. But it's at the point where I need to sell it because it is just worth that much to someone, and it's worth that much to me. So I need to strike while the iron is hot and not get myself into a bigger mess than I want to. The truck is to the point where there's not much else I can do except for wait for something to break. And I'm happy with the way it's turning out. I'm happy with the way it drives now. I'm happy with the way it runs, how it starts. There's absolutely no complaints that I have with the truck as of right now. If it was up to me, I would keep it, but I just can't right now. I have too many things on my plate. Especially after I started driving it with the new differential, I knew that this truck was going to run even better than it has before. But on my basically test drive, it ended up being the last drive that I had to take with it because I was on my way to deliver the vehicle to the new owner. And it was probably one of the saddest drives that I've ever had in my life. Basically, to driving to a funeral, except you're giving away your baby, your daughter, your son to someone else, and you're basically never going to see it again. You're never going to find out what happens to it. But it's been a good run. I can't really complain. I've had more than enough out of the truck, and I'm basically ready to start the next project. So the Toyota craze that I've been going on for these last couple months of videos, they are now ending. Future videos that I'm going to be doing pretty soon will be from different platforms that I will be experimenting with, and hopefully you guys can stick around and see what else I can do. But as for the 4Runner and the pickup, I'm done for right now. So this video ends on a somber tone, but I will hope to see you guys in the next one. NightWrencher out.